everybody and welcome to a new video over here on my channel. So today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different than usual. It's neither fashion nor beauty related in general, but since it's winter now and you can already tell by the title of what I'm going to talk about, since it's winter now and for a longer time actually, and since the dark and very gloomy days do not really seem to end very soon, I thought I'd talk about my tips and what I do to get through those days, or to brighten them up a little bit, or basically just to embrace those to the max. So there are actually some things which I think you can only do throughout these times of the year or throughout these days, and I think it's not necessarily a bad thing to have some of those dark and gloomy and really cold days throughout the year, because then the warm days and the sunny days are even better. What would you do if you would have sunny and warm days all year long? Wouldn't have been anything special anymore. I basically created those things, those tips for me personally, mainly because I think I never talked about it over here before, but I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety before, and even though I am lucky enough to not have the seasonal affective disorder, which is a thing basically which many people suffer from around this time of the year, which is basically a very depressed or very sad and down mood you get because of the weather or the season, which says the name, seasonal affective disorder. Fortunately I do not have it, very lucky, but I have been asked about it a lot before, and I thought maybe it's a little bit like it, but if you have general depression or general anxiety, then these days can actually be a lot harder to handle. And yes, so I thought I'd share my tips with you, what I do or what I realized throughout the years helped me most to get through those days, and I hope that you find it helpful yourself. So I thought about which month in winter would be the best time to film this video, and first I had December in mind, but then I think December never is really depressing because you have Christmas. Everything is very pretty and fairy lights everywhere, and you're actually excited for Christmas to come. And after Christmas then, right, you have New Year's Eve, and actually there's always something you're very excited for and very happy about. And I think in January, not only for me, is a month which is actually quite hard. It's maybe the darkest month of the year, even though days get longer throughout January, but it's cold, it's dark, it's gloomy, the weather is hardly ever very nice and warm, and I thought January basically is the best month to do this. I'm filming it today and hope that you will find some things to brighten up your days or to help you get through those days, and maybe to pick up the spirits, you know, just to be happy again and to go out and do things and make the best of this time of the year. Okay, the first thing I wanted to share, or the first tip I can give, is to make winter the favorite time of the year. That might seem like the actual total opposite of what you do now and like a huge thing to do, but it's actually very easy. So if you make winter the favorite, your personal favorite time of the year, you can suck in all the things you can only do in winter or do best in winter, like take a really lovely hot bath, which is a nice thing you can do in summer too, but it's by far not as relaxing and as nice as it is in winter when it's really cold and you get into a very nice, bubbly, lovely smelling hot bath. Then you feel that your body warms up and you completely feel a lot better. You can light all the candles, which look a lot lovelier when it's dark and gloomy. It's just brightening up your mood a lot more throughout winter when you light lovely candles which smell nice, which give the wonderful light. And to be honest, of course you can light candles in summer, but is it really that nice? You have to wait a lot longer until it's dark enough so that they really do what they are supposed to do, like make that wonderful light and mood, set the mood just with the candles. And I think in winter that's just a lot lovelier. Also, of course, fairy lights, lovely in summer, but even better in winter. And just surround yourself by all those things and realize how much lovelier they are in winter. They're just not the same thing when it's warm outside, isn't it? Also, cuddle up on the sofa with all the fluffy, lovely, nice and cozy blankets like this one. It's my favorite. and cuddling up on the sofa with a blanket. Who does that in summer when it's warm? It's so much more lovely in winter when you go to bed and it's nice and warm. It's so much lovelier to go to bed because it's cold outside and you go to bed and cuddle up and it's cozy and warm. So much better. Drink hot tea and hot chocolate. You can do everything in one. Get into your bath, get a good lovely book and a hot chocolate, light all the candles, set the mood. Can really do that in summer. And of course, cuddle up on the sofa, get hot chocolate, light the candles, watch a very lovely old movie and just have a wonderful time and read a good book. So that's why I want to recommend to make a winter the wonderful time it is, and to make it your favorite time of the year because of those things. Because you can cuddle up so much better in winter, and because it's so much cozier to cuddle up and watch an old movie. Get your boyfriend and get an old lovely amazing movie or a new one, whatever you want to watch. Watch Friends, or I don't know, any other series. Watch Netflix and light candles and have a wonderful romantic evening with a warm blanket and hot chocolate. Okay, this next thing might be something which is a little bit hard. I kind of start with the hard things, don't I? One thing you really should do around this time of the year is to go outside. It's just, I know it myself that you really need to convince yourself to do it, to go outside and to take a lovely walk. Just put yourself into some warm and fluffy clothes. And of course, you can now style your hats and scarves and gloves and everything. You know how lovely it is to get your new hat out and a lovely scarf and your wonderful, amazing and super new coat, and style all of that and go outside. Even though it's just for 10 minutes, it's just so mood lifting and it just makes your head empty and free, and the fresh air and the fresh cold air especially just brightens up everything so much. If it's too cold, take your hot chocolate with you. Why not? It's just, it makes your whole body to kind of restart and to make everything lovely and fresh. And especially in the morning, if it's really hard for you to get up in the morning or to wake up because it's so dark and gloomy, just go out for 10 minutes, even though it's just around the corner, to get fresh bread or something. It makes just all the difference. Just go out and get the fresh and cold air in, and it will wake you up and make the day a lot better. And number 3 is, I really think that it's very important throughout those days when it's really dark and gloomy. It is dark, there's not a lot of sunlight in most parts of the world around this time of the year, so get all the daylight you can get, all the sunlight especially you can get. Daylight is your best friend around this time of the year, not only on a biological basis, which tells you that everything the sun gives you makes you happier and feel better, but you probably know it yourself that it's so much easier to get through the day when it's nice and bright out, and how mood lifting a ray of sunshine can be. The less sunlight you have, the worse your mood can get. So you really have to suck in as much as you can and as much as possible, and if it's just a half an hour of sunshine a day, then get it. If you can in any way, go out or sit in the sunlight and really enjoy whatever you can get. Throughout the week when I have to go to work, I wake up before the sun rises, which is really hard. It's a lot easier to get up in summer when it's already bright and lovely outside, but whatever it is, I do open up the curtains the first thing in the morning, the blinds, whatever you have to block out the sun throughout the night or the light throughout the night. Get your curtains open and open up everything, and it's actually so mood lifting if you really experience the sun rising or the daylight rising, because not every day there's sun really there visible, and it's really lovely to see the sunrise or the daylight rise, and then you just think, even if it's a gloomy day, it's so much brighter than the moment you woke up, so it's actually a lot more mood lifting than if the curtains are blind. Just if everything, the blinds are down and you don't even realize that there's actually more light than before. And the next thing, which is also a thing I have to push myself every day throughout this time of the year, get yourself moving, work out, kick your butt. Because it's also not only because you will feel a lot better, but also when you move more, if you work out, the oxygen in your blood flows a lot more, that will wake you up, that will make you feel better. Just find something you like most. Of course, it's amazing if you find something like a yoga class where you actually have to go out and leave the house, because Always sitting at home will not brighten your mood at all. I know it, I sat a lot in my house throughout the last year, and it will not, even though it's a lot easier, but on the long run, it will not help you at all. It will not brighten your mood. It is easier, but it's not better for you. And so if you find a yoga class and you say, oh, I always wanted to do yoga, and there's a yoga class maybe close to where you live, then you actually have to leave the house, but it's not too much to do. But it's amazing because then you also get the fresh air in and the cold air on your body, and then you go to the yoga class and go home and you feel so much better. Then you can take a bath and feel cozy. Just find the sport you like, and if you don't want to leave the house, find something you can do at home. You can do yoga at home. There are so many videos online that will help you to do those things. Do Pilates or Zumba, or I don't know, whatever you ever wanted to do. Go and learn kickboxing, I don't know. Just find something that will get you moving and the oxygen in your body flowing, and it makes you feel better. It actually does, I have to admit it, even if I'm personally not somebody who really likes to work out, but it will help you, and you will be in bikini shape throughout when it's summer. That's actually a plus on it. Another thing I find which helps me a lot, or which defines my mood a lot, is music. And I realized very often throughout my life that whatever music I'm listening to defines the mood I am in. So when I think about it, I really see that nothing affects my mood more than music. And as much as I love and enjoy listening to some kinds like heavy metal or really classic rock, and it can brighten my mood, getting out the very happy, bright and upbeat music can really help you. So there are actually playlists on Spotify or on YouTube which are called something like upbeat music or something like that, and just find one of those and maybe it helps you. So if you find music for yourself which makes you happy and brighten up your mood, then that's actually the perfect thing to do, because it's very easy. For me personally, it's a very quick fix for a bad mood. And yes, get the happy, bright and upbeat music out, find what is best for you to brighten up your mood, and then you will be good to go all day long. Okay, another tip I have, which will be maybe not the easiest thing to do for most, including myself, and that would be to travel, to go out, and maybe if it's somehow possible, plan your holidays throughout this time of the year and maybe go somewhere where it's very warm and sunny and lovely. If you really need weather like that to be happy. If you do not have the possibility to travel somewhere where it's warm and sunny, then it's not too bad actually, because for me personally, just planning a trip over the weekend already brightens up my mood so much. Just the excitement to know that you're going to go somewhere on the weekend or in a few weeks, I don't know, depending on how far ahead you plan, but that actually brightens up my mood so much. And maybe there's a lovely town or place near you where you can go and just spend the weekend somewhere else. Just the change of paces already changes your mood a lot, and you will have some very nice and happy memories. You will be so excited before and so happy after, because you actually did something and you saw very many new things. Maybe you ate some new food, I don't know. It's just knowing that you will go somewhere you have not been, or just leaving your home for a few days, for me personally is always a very exciting and happy thing. And if that is not an option either, just plan a staycation. Invite your favorite people over for a night in. Just invite them to stay over from Saturday to Sunday, or whatever you want, Friday to Saturday, or throughout the week, I don't know, whenever you have time. Even if it's maybe just your sister or your mom or your whole family, just plan some nice things. Plan a nice board game night with wine and lovely food. Cook for them. Do whatever you want to have a very nice thing, because that's again something you are looking forward to. You can be very happy about, and even if it's just at your home, or maybe at your sister's home or at your parents' house, I don't know. It doesn't have to be very far away. You can stay at home and invite people, or, and that's a new tip actually, just plan a Pamper session. at your home with yourself or with your best friends. Just do something very nice you can look forward to, and that will brighten your mood just instantly to I don't know where. And yes, I'm very sure that that will help you. And having a pamper session, get all the nice face masks out, maybe invest in a very nice one you always wanted to get. That will really brighten up your day if you get a nice pampering session. Do your nails and your toes, and maybe have a nice hair mask, a face mask, take a bath, and really do everything you would maybe normally not do for yourself. Just do something for yourself so that you feel as good as possible. Another thing I can highly recommend is to surround yourself with bright and lovely nice colors. I am not the very best example today. I actually planned on wearing something very nice and bright, but only the choice of very nice and bright colors to wear might instantly change your mood. Me personally, colors do not affect my mood too much. I don't know why it is, but if you're somebody who is affected by the colors surrounding them, if you feel like dark colors like dark blue, greys, blacks affect you and make you feel a lot more down and unhappy or something like that, I can highly recommend to just surround yourself with bright colors, lovely, nice and happy colors. And I would start with a very nice bright colored bedding, just the linens of your bed. If they are very nice, even if they're white, it will definitely affect your mood a lot. Change the background of your phone, change I don't know, the decorations in your room. Get nice and very colourful cushions for your sofa or things like that. It's just, there's really not a lot of light around, and if you have dark colours in your home or surrounding yourself, it will feel like it's even darker. Luckily, at my boyfriend's, where I spend a lot of time, or at my home, we have huge windows, so we really have a lot of light in the rooms, which makes it lovely and nice, even though you do not have the brightest colours around. As you can see, we have a blue wall, we have white bed and white bedding at the moment, and that really gets a lot of light. It just increases the brightness of your rooms if you have bright colours in your room, because dark colours just do not reflect the light that much. That white colour reflects a lot of the light, that is why it is such a bright colour. Don't have to talk about things like that. It's just really helpful if you are down because of the dull days, because of there's not a lot of light around you. Bright colours just really gets all the light in the room and reflects it a lot, and the rooms will be just filled with a lot more light than if you have dark colours which suck up a lot of the light and do not reflect a lot of it, and that might brighten up your mood very lovely and quickly and nicely, and it just will not only brighten up your home but also your mood. Another thing I can highly recommend is to find yourself a winter project. There are things which you can do very much better in winter because you do not go out that often, and you can actually use all the time you spend a lot inside and to do something at your home, like, oh, I always wanted to paint the walls in my living room yellow. What better time to do it than throughout this time of the year? Or I always wanted to change the floor in my bedroom or something like that, if you're really like handy. Or I don't know, you always wanted to clear out your wardrobe, or I don't know, all the things you can do very easily in your home, and it's a lot better to do them when you actually spend a lot of time at home. Plus, it will keep your mind occupied, it will keep your mind thinking about something, and your mind won't even have the time to think like, oh, it's so dark outside today, life is not happy right now. You won't even have the time to have thoughts like that, because all the day you're occupied with that one project you found yourself, and at night you will be tired, and the only thing you want to do is watch a nice movie, cuddle up on the sofa and be tired and go to bed early. And that's a very good thing to trick your mind off thinking about the cold and dreary weather. And I don't know, whatever you want to do, it's a perfect time to clear out your wardrobe, or to organize something, or to do a do-it-yourself project you always thought is lovely and nice and interesting, and now you can do it. So I can highly recommend to find yourself something to do throughout this time of the year. The last thing, and that is all about food, because food is an important thing to influence your mood. I don't know how about you, but for me it is. And there are actually two very opposite things I want to talk to you about when it comes to food. First of all, of course, it's very helpful on a biological way when it comes to not directly influencing your mood. Eat healthy, because healthy food will give your body everything it needs. I can highly recommend to eat a lot fruit, vegetable, very healthy food, because it will just give everything your body needs. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not an expert on things like that, but of course if you eat healthy, then your body has everything it needs to function perfectly. And so I can highly recommend to eat very healthy. On the other side, I do really recommend to eat all the comfort food you can get. Of course, it's a direct way to influence your mood. On the opposite side, like healthy but comfort food, but you just have to find a very good balance. And I think throughout summer you can focus more on eating healthy and to kick out all the mac and cheese and pizza and burgers, I don't know, but you can you can make your mac and cheese yourself, you can make everything yourself and influence all the ingredients. And to when you make pizza yourself, you can influence a lot what's on it, what's in it, and then it's already healthier than you, also with the burgers, than when you get it in the supermarket or at McDonald's or Pizza Hut, I don't know. So you can just make it yourself. It actually makes you happy when you cook. For me personally, it's the thing. Cooking with family or with friends is so lovely. It's so much fun. And then if you cook something you really love and which is just a comfort food for you, it's perfect. It's just very nice, and that way you can eat the food which makes you happy, because comfort food makes you happy and which influences directly how you feel, because you know, oh god, yes, I can eat mac and cheese with all the cheese in the world and that makes me happy. Then you feel happy right after you ate it. On the other side, there's healthy food which indirectly influences your mood, because it gives your body everything it needs and then you feel better, and if you feel good in your body, then you are happier. I hope that makes sense. For me it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. That's just the last tip. Eat healthy and happy. That's everything. That's have been, I hope that I did not forget anything, my 10 tips on how to shake off the winter blues, how to beat it, and how to be happy even though you are very strongly affected by the weather. My tip on how to be the happiest self of yourself you can be, I don't know. And yes, just the most important thing, if it's getting winter, and you can try this November or whenever winter starts where you live, do not start this time of the year with I hate winter. It will definitely change the way you go into that season, how you feel right when it begins. And if you start this time of the year with, oh god, I hate winter, I will be so sad all the time, I will be down all the time, it won't help you feel any better. So if you just start with, oh yes, it's November now, it's autumn time, it's getting colder but I don't care, I have a new coat and I get a new hat and a new scarf and everything new. And then it's December, oh god, yes, it's Christmas, it's not winter, it's Christmas time, and I don't care if it's cold because everywhere it's so lovely, snow and fairy lights, it's going to be Christmas, I'm so happy. And yes, then comes November, but the only thing you have to think about is, I can take a long hot bath, I can drink all the hot chocolate in the world, I can do, finally I can do the winter project I wanted to do for so long. Finally it's that time again where I can cuddle up on the sofa with a hot chocolate and a lovely movie, and it will be so cozy and lovely, and it's going to be the best time of the year. In February it's very close to spring, so you don't have to think about winter anyways. So the only thing you have to think about when it's going to get cold is, oh yes, November, it's autumn, it's so lovely, all the trees are colourful. Oh yes, it's December, finally it's Christmas and all the fairy lights. Oh yes, it's January, finally I can repaint my walls and I can cuddle up. And February, yes, spring is going to be up here so soon. So winter is not even a topic in my thoughts. Right. So yes, I do not want to talk anymore because I probably talked enough. I'm sorry if that video is all over the place. I hope a lot that you found a tip or two which will help you go through this time of the year. And I hope that you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if the video helped you, so that I will know that I'll make similar videos like this in the future. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of the winter, a wonderful January and February, and that you all are very happy now that you found ways to beat the winter blues, because nobody needs winter blues. That's just nothing you need. Nobody needs it, so you don't even have to think about it. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you're well. I wish you a wonderful time, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.